And just like that, the Dolphins season is over.
All you know now is pain. That's all you know, pain.
Brutal loss to the Buffalo Bills. There's a lot of silver linings. This team is pretty dang good, but unfortunately, they've dug themselves in a hole that they're not going to be able to climb out of for the rest of the way. So ultimately, this game ends the Dolphins season. But I'm here to break it all down. Good, bad, everything in between. Starting with the offense. The offense was damn near perfect. This is why Mike McDaniel is your head coach, and that's why he should not be fired. A perfect game plan that was perfectly executed outside of one Raheem Mostert fumble. Take away that fumble, Dolphins win this game, which makes this loss brutal. QB1, Tua, your $55 million a year quarterback, played damn near a perfect game, 25 of 28, 231 yards, 2 touchdowns, including a drive with under 6 minutes, drove down the field, perfectly executing, hitting his receivers in stride. Broken play that he leads to a touchdown pass to Jalen Waddle. Like, you can't ask for more from Tua. You really can't ask for more from Mike McDaniel. This offense was, once again, perfect outside of a Mostert fumble, which just sucks. You take away that fumble, Dolphins win this game. There's really not much more to add for the offense. They ran the shit out of the football, kicked the Bills' ass, and that is a positive because we're going to face the Bills twice a year, every year. And the Dolphins have finally found a recipe offensively to really stick it to them. So at least going forward into the future, you know that you have that going for you. Once again, I think this is why you're confident in your quarterback and your head coach. There's a lot of emotional, irrational people, in my opinion, in the fan base. That, once again, I understand the frustration of the team not being where the expectations are, but there's a lot of small things that have happened, unfortunately, for the Dolphins. I think if you have one healthy edge rusher of a Jalen Phillips or a Bradley Chubb or Zach Sealer, one of them, if one of them's healthy, one of your premier players on defense, you win this football game. But the defense was not there. Josh Allen went 25 of 39, 235, 3 touchdowns and a pick. The pick came on a drop pass practically. So Josh Allen with basically a perfect game. They ran the ball all right. I mean, I was happy with the Dolphins' run defense. There's a few long runs, but nothing crazy, no explosive runs. It was just Josh Allen did a good job identifying the pressure, throwing away from it, and it led to big plays. Obviously, the long touchdown pass to Ray Davis, poor tackling, and once again, like, at least make him earn it, make him maybe kick a field goal instead of a quick long touchdown that they ended up with. Last drive of the game, I think 50 seconds left. A third down, he throws it down the field, and there's a penalty on Poyer for unnecessary roughness. Now, by the letter of the law, it's a flag. Sure, there's head-to-head contact, but he wasn't leading with his head. Like, he was leading with his shoulder, and when you lead with your shoulder, your head is above your shoulder. So he hit him because Coleman was jumping. He technically hit him with his head. Gets flagged on a pass that wasn't going to get completed, and gives him a 15-yard new set of downs, and they then I think get to another third down, throw to Matt Collins. He illegally spots the ball, which should have costed a 10-second runoff, which then would have caused more issues for them. And they ultimately end up hitting a 61-yard game-winning field goal after that same kicker missed a PAT and hit the upright on a PAT. It's just, that's the Dolphins' luck. Like, they required hero ball from the opposing quarterbacks, and they both played it. Anything that can go against them has gone against them. It's just brutal. Once again, the team had played good enough to win this football game, at least offensively, and they still just can't come away with the win. That's why, like, I'm not too bummed. Like, I know where this team is. I know what the future is. It just sucks because this year was supposed to be good due to the injuries and due to, this is the injury to Tua that caused the 4-game spin, and then the injuries to your defense. I just don't think they can overcome it to really make a run this year, which sucks. But I think we still have some good ball ahead of us. Like, this offense is going nowhere. This defense is only going to get better. I think at this point, you look to trade people at the trade deadline. So if that's a Calais Campbell, maybe Javon Holland because he's on the last year of his deal, maybe you can still sign him in free agency. I'm kind of like in the baseball state of mind of like, you're just trading them. It's a rental, and you can always bring them back. But look to trade people at the deadline. Let these young guys get some reps. Let Cam Smith play this year. Let Chop Robinson, Kamara, let these guys play. This isn't your year. Hopefully, going into next year, you have a healthy Jalen Phillips. Who knows what they do with Bradley Chubb? But they don't have enough firepower on defense, I think, to get the job done. It sucks, and then your team ages another year. So, how does Tyreek Hill look in a year? How does Ramsey look in a year? But You still have a good young nucleus that you can go into next year feeling good about. Your running back stable is great. Your quarterback is phenomenal. I don't care what anyone says. You can't really ask much more from Tua. Obviously, he had that pass to Tyreek that could have been a touchdown if he puts more air on it, and that honestly could have been the difference in this game. So that part does sting, but I mean, if you're really going to critique one misplaced ball out of going 25 to 28, like, what are we doing? He played phenomenal. So you still have a good young nucleus. Everyone criticizing the offensive line, like, let's be real, that O-line looked good. And you have a lot of people returning next year from that. So it sucks, but we played the Bills the best we played them in a long-ass time. This team offensively looks good. I don't think the defense is far off. I just think they're showing their injuries, if we're being real. So it sucks, but comment your thoughts down below. Brutal loss, but overall, like, this team looked good, and they lost to the Bills, who, whatever. But comment thoughts down below. Appreciate you guys for watching, and until next time, fins up.